Oh, okay. Stop. She's so good. She's so good. Hello, my friends. Welcome back to the channel. If you don't know me, my name is Nick. It's a pleasure to meet you. I'm a professional vocalist. I'm a voice teacher. And here on YouTube, I love to break down and analyze some of the internet's best music. And most recently, I've kind of become obsessed with symphonic metal, specifically the music of Nightwish, and even more specifically, the voice of Flor Jansen. An incredible talent. I'm sure you know who Flor Jansen is. If you don't, check out some of the other videos on my channel. I'll link them in the description. And today, for the first time, we're going to be listening to a symphonic metal band called Epica, performing the song Sancta Terra featuring Flor Jansen. I know nothing about them except for what I'm going to read to you right now. Epica is a Dutch symphonic metal band founded by guitarist and vocalist Mark Jansen after his departure from After Forever. Formed as a symphonic metal band with gothic tendencies, later Epica have incorporated into their sound strong death metal influences. Ooh. Okay, pausing right there. Wow. There were quite a few sounds in there that I wasn't expecting. The first thing that I noticed was that I love the way their voices mesh together. There are elements that are similar, there are elements that are different, but two voices that go well together. The singer on the left is Simone, and she's the lead singer of Epica. And my question for you, and please leave a comment down below, do they know each other well? Because instantly they had this unbelievable chemistry. They've been singing for less than a minute, but I can already see the chemistry. I can already see the relationship. They're sort of bouncing the energy off of each other. I was maybe expecting more of a distorted metal sound happening, but I've got two beautiful, clear voices with a hint of an operatic sound in there. Really not what I was expecting. Let's go back and hear that again. It really seemed right there that Simone was really passing the torch to Flor, almost like it was one voice. And I think, first of all, they have similar voices in a way. They're the same kind of range. They're the same voice type, we could say. But I also think Flor does a good job of matching her tone. And it's just this seamless transition from one singer to the next. When Simone finishes her portion of this phrase, she elects to go into more of the head voice. Let's listen. So you can really hear that clear transition to the head voice. It's a little bit lighter in sound. And then Flor Jansen, when she gets to the end of her phrase, she elects to go into that belting sound that we so closely associate with Flor Jansen. She didn't go quite as high as Simone did, but you can hear the difference between the chest voice and that nice, strong, clear belting sound and the lighter head voice sound. Both are great options. And as a singer, if you're a singer, you should be able to do both, or you should work on developing both parts of your voice. Sorry to keep pausing. Oh, these singers are so friggin' good. You can hear in that moment how Flora then flips up. She's not in the chest voice, she's not belting it anymore. She's just letting it float. She's so good. She's so good. With this song so far, I'm really getting the symphonic part, or the more classical opera-y part of this symphonic metal genre. The orchestra certainly helps. Anytime you have a lot of strings and you have a conductor and a tux and you've got bassoons and all these instruments, you're going to get more of an opera classical feel. And both of the singers, Simone and Fleur, are really tapping into that side of their voices. And I talk about this all the time with Fleur Jansen. It's great to see this with another singer in Simone. Versatility is the key. Part of the reason why Fleur Jansen is so popular and so wonderful and just kind of her sound cuts deep into your heart. It's because she's got versatility in her voice. She can do so many different things to evoke so many different emotions. And Simone and Epica seem to really be capturing that as well. This is good. If you're new to the channel, one of the questions we always try to answer is, why do we love a performer or a performance so much? And oftentimes it's little details that sort of subliminally pass your ears. And I like to highlight what those things are. And with Fleur Jansen and Simone, it's versatility in the voice, it's flexibility, it's the ability to do different things and evoke different emotions. Stop. I've done a few Fleur Jansen videos so far, and every time she throws something at me that I wasn't expecting. And this opera-like sound, and I have a degree in opera performance, so like I've done quite a lot of opera. I know a good opera sound when I hear one. I don't think I need to explain what that sound is. I think you can hear it very clearly in her voice, but the soft palate, that spongy part on the back of your mouth, it's really raised. Her larynx is lowered. She's got all this space in this area here, which we call the vocal tract, that's giving her that opera sound. To add on to that, she's also using what we call vibrato. So if I sing like this, ah, it's very straight. But if I go, ah, you can hear that sort of pulsing sound in my voice. And Fleur Jansen does a mixture of both, as does Simone. So we get not only variety in different emotions, but the variety in different sounds and textures in the voice within one song. This is why we love Fleur and Simone and Nightwish and Epica, because they're just giving us so much to process. And maybe that's why you go back and listen to it 100 times, because there's just so much that you've got to take in. It's amazing. Let's hone in on Simone's voice a little bit here. So if we compare Fleur Jansen and Simone, we're not comparing and saying one is better than the other. You can have your own opinion on that. I don't need to influence that decision. But if we compare them, listen to them side by side, Fleur Jansen has a bit more roundness in her sound, whereas Simone's is a little bit more direct. You can hear that her sound, at least in this moment here, is a bit lighter it's almost like it's a bit more focused, whereas Flor Jansen's voice is a bit bigger. It has some warmer tones in it. And when all those qualities mishmash together in a duet like this, it's just gold. And Simone, just like Flor, is tapping into the more, I say classical side. It's not really the right term for that, but you know what I mean by just a more classical sound, more vibrato. It's a bit wider. She's tapping into that and giving me that symphonic part of symphonic metal. I gotta stop right there one more time. Flor Jansen. Flor Jansen, Flor Jansen, Flor Jansen. How many times have I said her name in this video and in previous videos? Look at the posture. And if you look at any of the instrumentalists, you look at Simone, there's physicality in the body. That's giving us energy. That's giving you that power to really knock it out of the park like they're doing. And I try my best in these videos to not harp on Flor Jansen or whatever the singer is. I'm a singer, so my ears gravitate towards that. But let's take a moment to appreciate the band, Epica, right? We've got some wonderful drums and guitar and bass and all these things going on behind the scenes, supporting that sound, allowing this story to be told. The next time you're at a concert, whether it be a classical concert, a rock, a metal, whatever it is, appreciate all those musicians behind the scenes because they're working their butts off. I don't want to pause through this moment, so I'll give it its time when the time comes. But for a second there, they sounded like they were singing the flower duet. I think it would be silly of us to not talk about the text and talk about the story for a second. Sancta Terra, holy earth or holy land. A place we tried to search 1,000 times to finally feel as if forever wasn't long enough. I was afraid. I feel a passion watching over me. To shed this evolution will empower me. Now truth begins. Ooh, and again, I don't know so much about Epica and what their deal is in terms of their music and their lyrics and their songwriting process, but it sounds like with those kinds of lyrics, we're talking about shedding and getting rid of the religion in our lives, perhaps, and shedding that and feeling free. And looking at these lyrics too, it's a place where your wish will be granted. Come, you'll see I'm right. So somebody's sort of beckoning them to come to that holy land. But then you will not find me. I'm safe in here. I am where I want to be. So leave me now in peace. So somebody's calling to you to come to this holy land or maybe approach and join this religion. And then the other character saying, nope, I'm good where I am. Sorry to pause in the middle of a phrase. There's so much going on. I don't even know where to start. So it seems that the yum ba ba dee da ba dee da ba dee dum is the calling or the beckoning, and then the lighter sides of their voices, they're saying, I'm safe in here, I'm at peace here, leave me alone. It's almost like the strong kind of belting sound is this summoning thing, and then the lighter sides of their voices are showing a different character saying, no, I'm here at peace. So they're using their voices to show different characters as well, which is really, really cool and really smart, to be honest. Yes. Nice. Love her. That's awesome.
Thank you, my floor. You kick ass. Thank you, and you too. Give it up for Epica.
Oh gosh, even in her speaking voice, you get that power. Actually, this is a good lesson. I do this a lot in singing lessons. If someone's struggling with their singing, I get them to speak or speak in a higher pitch or something like that. What Floor Jansen just did there was she just basically belted a really high note, but she was speaking because the process of speaking and singing are basically identical.
Thank you, and you too. Give it up for Epica.
She's so fascinating, Floor Jansen. I think what I love most about her, and let me know in the comments if you agree, and I'd love to hear what your reasons are. But I think the reason I love her so much is that everything I've seen her do so far was 110% effort. She didn't half-ass anything, and honestly, I don't know if you even could half-ass symphonic metal. I just don't think it's possible. But she just gives all of herself all the time. And I say that she gives a lot of effort. That doesn't mean that she screams or that she mistreats or misuses her voice, because she's got one of the best examples of vocal technique that I've ever heard in my entire life. And I've been singing for a long time and I work with a lot of singers. And Simone also has. I think that's what needs to be appreciated with these metal singers is that, and this is a big learning curve for me too, because I never would have thought this previous to my exposure to symphonic metal. The technique is unbelievably sound. It's unbelievably rock solid. And you can tell both of these singers work their asses off to get the sound that they want. And it seems to me as well that they've got some background in classical singing of some kind. Part of the reason I'm so gobsmacked is just because I never thought or expected this from metal. I think that was me just being a classical music snob. But now my eyes have been opened to the world of Floor Jansen and symphonic metal and Epica and Simone. And I'm excited to go down the Epica rabbit hole. So you know what to do. Head on down to that comment section. Floor Jansen and Nightwish. I need more recommendations. I need more videos to react to. I think the rabbit hole, I'm just barely got in the burrow. We're trying to get down that rabbit hole. More Epica, more metal, anything else and any other genre that you want me to take a look at, I would absolutely be honored to do that and provide that content for you, because these are some incredible performers. That's going to be it for this video. If you enjoyed it, please like and subscribe. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, leave them down in the comment section below. If you want to support me as a creator, there are a few ways that you can do that. First and foremost is Patreon. The link is down there if you want to sign up. We've got some really affordable and really wonderful tiers on Patreon where you can support me as a creator. You can get extended coverage. You can give me suggestions and have your suggestion bumped up to the top of the list. It would be an honor to have you join my Patreon. I'd love to see you there. If you're not about Patreon, you can check out Buy Me a Coffee and support me as a creator and support my creative journey so I can make more videos just for you. I'm going to leave now. Love you very much, and I'll see you in the next video.